Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. There was a incident last night at a railway station in Huntington, in Cambridgeshire, where well, where people were injured by a madman with a knife, who ran amok with a knife. Police have said they have arrested two. Now, I don't know how these two got it involved, but they are. The police have arrested them, and I suppose the two they have arrested, will play the mental health card and say they've got mental health issues. Well, I can't, for the life of me, think that two men can have mental health issues at the same time. But like I've said, they'll probably play the mental health card. But this knife crime in the UK is getting out of hand. I mean, we had an incident last week when an innocent person was stabbed by a Afghan migrant, and we had another innocent person stabbed a few months ago. He was just standing in a bank, and some lunatic walked in and stabbed him. I mean, this knife epidemic in Britain at the moment is just getting out of hand. It just seems to be every week, doesn't it? That we seem to hear us about somebody being stabbed by somebody. But this incident last night at Huntington Station was, like I've said, a work of a lunatic. Well, we'll just have to wait and see what police to say. They've already said they don't think it's an act of terrorism. Well, I would call it exactly that. If you were somebody's waving a knife and threatening to kill people or injured people, then that is an act of terrorism. Of course, our woke police forces won't mention that, will they? They'll probably play it down to say, oh, it's got mental health issues. Don't mention the T word, the word terrorist. I've already said it's not the work of a terrorist, but it is. It must have been absolutely terrifying for the people on that train last night when they had to come face to face with this madman waving a knife around. And of course, we've got the usual weaselly words from our politicians. Starmer has tweeted out that on put out a tweet on X saying he's absolutely horrified. And you've got also had the Home Secretary Mahmood saying exactly the same thing, but telling people not to jump to conclusions and not to spread false rumours around like there was when we had last year at Southport when that took place, that people were reporting online that the one who did it was an asylum seeker, and it turned out he wasn't. But like I've said, this is just getting out of hand now with this knife crime. What's going on? Nobody's safe anywhere. No, you're not safe in the streets. I mean, or on public transport. It could have. I mean, if you're walking the streets, somebody could just come running up towards you and stab you. Nothing is safe anymore. We can't just go about our daily business like we used to. I don't know what this country has become. It's certainly gone to the dogs, this country, at the moment. I mean, we criticise America for their love of guns, and we've got the same problem. We don't have we don't allow people access to guns, which is a good job, really. But them easily can easily purchase knives, and like I've said, we just have to wait and see what the police have when they used to say when they interrogate him. Well, they've arrested somebody else as well. I don't know whether that was his accomplice. But of course, like I've said, we got the politicians with their usual weaselly words about how, how they horrified of this. This is the fault of all politicians of whatever party they belong to. I mean, we had the same problem with the Tories, and of course now we've got the same problem with Labour. This problem will never be tackled properly. And of course, our thoughts have to go with the victims. We mustn't let's remember them. We're not concerned about the rights of the knifeman who carried out this attack last night. We're not too concerned with him. It's the victims we are more concerned with. But like I've said, this is just getting out of hand now. Anybody can carry a knife. They say they carry a knife for protection, protect themselves from attacks by rival gangs and what have you. I mean, government keeps coming up with these things to make it difficult to get knives. I mean, it's so easily to get one. I mean, they've already brought in a law that's made it difficult for people to buy knives offline online. I mean, it's easy to get one. How about the kitchen knives? Any ordinary kitchen knives anybody can use. I mean, it's just, well, like I've said, this country has gone to the dogs now, and it's just, well, getting out of hand. You're not safe anywhere. You can just, like I've said, you could just be just walking in the street, minding your own business, and somebody could just run up to you and with a knife and cause you harm. But like I've said, we just have to wait till all the facts are come out. But really, you can't trust the police either, can you? The woke police forces we've got in the country at the moment. I mean, I think they were reluctant to say who his ethnicity is, who he was when he was a white person or a black person. They were reluctant to announce it. But still, these things. I don't know when this going to end, but it's getting out of hand. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.